Hey guys, I just got done with my workout for the day. I walked a mile and then I did some shoulder presses and I did leg presses, leg extensions, leg curls. I did some glutes. What else did I do? I rode. That's all I can remember that I did, and I just did it. Anyways, but I wanted to talk about muscle contraction for this one because I think it goes really well, like especially with like honestly any of the weighted workouts that I've done today and stuff, because well, your muscles have to contract in order to move. And so how does that happen? Well, it starts when there's an electrical signal being sent down the axon, and it goes through the axon terminal, and it gets received by the motor end plate or the muscle. And so essentially you have to have an EPSP, which is an excitatory postsynaptic potential, come across in order for your muscle to contract. And it gets sent in through the T tubules, which cut transverse into the muscle to where the whole muscle will contract. And the feet sense that contraction, and it gets sent to the sarcolemma to allow calcium to be released. And calcium is key in this, like acetyl-CoA is key for the Krebs cycle. You have to have calcium to get into club sarcolemma and for your muscle to contract. And so essentially what happens is inside the sarcolemma you have filaments, you have proteins, contractile proteins, actin and myosin, and the calcium will bind to the the calcium will bind to the troponin, which is on top of the tryptomyosin, and that calcium bind to the troponin will unravel the tryptomyosin, allowing the myosin head to grasp onto that actin and cause a contraction, which is a shortening of the muscle. And so you really see that like in like when I was doing leg presses, when I was coming back in with when I was pushing out, with the weight, and I did about 40 pounds. So when I was pushing out, when I was extending my leg, my muscles were contracting. And then when I was pulling them back in, they were flexing. They were being stretched back out. So yeah, that's all I have today. Thanks.